Hola amigos, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am outside in my garden again today because it is just such a gorgeous day. I've just got back from a lovely walk down by a local river with my two chocolate Labradors, Hector and Paris. I didn't even need a coat. It was so nice and I just thought it would be lovely to be out in the sunshine. Also, all of my family are at home today, so it's a little bit noisy in my house, and at least it's a bit quieter out here, except for this infernal bird tweeting. Now, I did a video out in my garden last week, and lots of people commented saying how much they loved the bird noises. But one really strange thing about me is that I really don't like the sound of birds tweeting. It really, really annoys me. I know I'm weird. My husband thinks I'm weird. You know, we just have to accept this. Anyway, so what an awesome month it has been for the Twitter for Authors challenge. I've really enjoyed myself. I've made some new friends and I've learned an awful lot. Everything that I've learned is going to be put together into a book. I'm currently working on that at the moment. It's going to be a little book that should be available on Kindle Unlimited or as like an ebook really, really cheaply. So that should be within the next couple of months, but I'll make sure that you keep updated on that. So let's have a look and see what the actual facts and figures are. I've got them here. It's all awesome. I'm very organized today. So when I started at the beginning of February, I had 4,243 followers and I was following 3,743. Now, I had no idea how much growth to expect during this month, but I was expecting to get new followers and hoping that the stuff that I was implementing would mean that that happened. Looking at the amount of people that I was following, I realized that there was a little bit of a problem because most of them I didn't really know anything about them, and I certainly couldn't easily find the tweets that they were doing, and especially the tweets of people who I was actually wanting to know about, people who are friends of mine, either like in the real world or from the writing community or from AuthorTube. I just never seemed to see their stuff. What I used to see was a lot of kind of writers' lift stuff and people trying to sell their books, and frankly that's not all that interesting, which is maybe why I wasn't getting a lot out of Twitter. So now, at the end of this month, I am standing at 4,271 followers. So that has gone up, there's some quick maths, by 28. Am I right? Someone check if that's right. That doesn't seem like it's right. I'm having a complete, no, that's right, yeah, my maths is right, by 28. And my followers are, following is now down to 3,470. Oh, it's not, yeah, it's down. Because one of the things that I did, I think it was in the first week, was I went through everybody that I was following and I unfollowed anything that was completely random. I don't even know how I ended up following some of these accounts. There were like some crypto ones, insurances, all kinds of weird stuff. Like, I'm sure that I wouldn't have clicked to follow them, so I'm not sure how that happens. I'm guessing that they managed to get me to automatically follow them or something. But I got rid of some of those. And yeah, that made a bit of a difference, I think. But I have also followed a lot of new people this month, and I found people that I actually want to follow, especially lots of people from AuthorTube. So that's been really, really fun. Right, so now without further ado, let's get on to the 10 most important things that I have learned this month. They are in no particular order, except the first one is definitely number one. So my first tip is to use lists. Oh my goodness, I discovered lists in, I think, the second week of this challenge, and it has made such a difference. If you're not sure what a list is on Twitter, basically it's a function where you can make a list or look at other people's lists of different accounts that you like. So I've made lists for romance authors that I like to follow. I've made an AuthorTubers list. I've made a list just for kind of friends that I want to follow. I know that there are lists of the Romantic Novelists Association members and things like that. It is just so handy because it's so easy to check what people that I actually care about are up to. So I honestly cannot recommend this highly enough. Right, let's have a look and see. Oh, right, so my second one, I'm so organised today. I've literally got them like all down in a list. Brilliant. Is no automatic DMs. So what I mean by this is that sometimes what can happen is that if you follow somebody, you can get like an automatic message from them straight away saying something like, "Hi, thank you so much for following me. Please check out my book here." Ugh. Yeah, does anybody actually follow the link and check out the book? I don't think so. It's really bad practice, and I think that it doesn't make a new follower feel important and like you care about them. It's like you're just wanting to sell them something. So I would definitely say don't do that. Let's have a look. Number 3, don't be stingy with following people. Yeah, it's not like, you have to pay for each person that you follow. Like, follow people, be nice, see what they're up to. Unfollow them if they're abusive or something like that, or if they, say something that upsets you, I don't know. But otherwise, yeah, you ain't charged for it, so be nice, follow lots of people. Also, if you are trying to build up a bit more of an audience on Twitter, like the more people that you follow, the more people are likely to follow you back and share your stuff, and your reach is just getting wider organically. Having said that though, don't just follow like a million people all in one go that you don't care about. That's just annoying. Okay, next. Don't follow, unfollow. Right, similar to don't just follow like a load of people. What some people do is they go and they just follow like 200 people in one go, and then they wait a few days and then they unfollow them all again once a load of them have followed them. That's really not nice. Come on. Yeah, there's no need to do it. It doesn't make people feel like you actually care about them. And what can happen is you can end up doing that to the same person a few times in a row, and then they're going to get really cross with you, aren't they? Yeah. Right, next is be polite. This is just, I shouldn't even need to put this, people, but look, you are selling yourself as a writer on Twitter, and you need to see it as part of your business. So you do need to keep it polite. There's no need to get into arguments with people or be rude to anybody. Just see it as an extension of your writing, if you like. And all of these people are potential friends, potential customers, potential people that you can collaborate with. So be polite. Next is don't ask for favors from people unless you actually have like a proper relationship with them. I have been asked for so many favors on Twitter from people who I have no idea who they are. They haven't had any kind of interactions with me. They haven't tagged me in anything or commented on any of my stuff, and they're messaging me and asking me to write a review of their book, or to recommend their book on YouTube, or to offer them writing advice, all kinds of things. And it's like, come on, you gotta have, build a bit of a relationship with somebody and find out if it would be great to work together and try to make it mutually beneficial. Don't just try and get things out of people. That's not cool. Right, what have we got next? We have, try to share more original content than retweets. So obviously you want to support other Twitter users, you want to be part of the community and sharing their stuff, but you don't want your feed to just look like a load of retweets from other people that the person who follows you might not necessarily be interested in. The reason somebody is following you is because they want to see your tweets and they want to see your opinions. So obviously do retweet. I'm not saying don't do that at all. That's a really, really nice way to support people. But maybe when you have the option for retweeting, you could at least do like a quote retweet, so that if it's something you can give your opinion on, you can just add a little bit of your own thoughts, so it makes it more personal to you. Next. Oh yes, this is a good one. Have a bright, clear profile picture. So ideally you should have a picture of yourself. I know that some people really aren't happy to do that, but the way that I found that was best to do it when I kind of first started doing author things, I really hated having my picture taken. I just found it excruciating. I think once you've been on YouTube for a while, you just get used to it. You're taking pictures for thumbnails all the time. Obviously you're recording and you don't want to look completely awful in your video. So you kind of just get used to doing certain things and used to having your picture taken or to being filmed. But for people who aren't used to that, I know it can be really tricky. Maybe get somebody that you trust to help you out, and you know, take some time, get some nice lighting, and just set it out as you'd like. Or else just choose one of your favorite photos of yourself that you can maybe crop out so that it's the correct size for a profile pic. But having a picture of yourself really makes people more likely to trust you. It makes them feel that they've got more of a relationship with you than if it's just like a cover of your book or your cat or something like that. So I really would advise that you do that. Right, where are we now? We are on the penultimate one. There we go, penultimate, not the final one. So we're at 9 out of 10 here. I appreciate that I haven't been giving the numbers, but this is useful information. I promise you'll just have to deal without all the numbers. So this is use hashtags. So Twitter works on hashtags. It is like a little mini search engine, and the search features on there are really good. So make sure that you do use hashtags. Look up some relevant ones. In the book that I'm producing, I'm actually going to have some lists of really useful hashtags to use, but use them. But also don't overuse them. Don't go doing like 20 hashtags or something, just 2 or 3. Also, don't use hashtags if you've already used the words in your Twitter like text of your tweet, because if you're saying something like I have a new book out, for example, new publishing day, there we go. There's no point in them putting hashtag publishing day. The Twitter search will pick up on those words anyway, so that's just a waste of your characters. There's no point to doing it at all. The final tip, number 10, is to go to some of the big hashtags that writers use, like writing, editing, writing community. Set it so that it's the most recent stuff that's coming up, and have a really good look through that, because it might give you some really good ideas of what to tweet about. Now obviously I'm not saying to copy anybody else's content, but if there's a lot of interest, for example, there's a lot of interest at the moment about the rewriting of the Roald Dahl books that was going to happen, and like I don't actually know what's going on. I know that it's kind of not going to happen, but I don't know if there's going to be 2 editions. I haven't had a chance to properly look that up, and honestly you don't want to get me started on that. But that's something that lots of people in the writing community will be talking about. So if you see that there's quite a few posts on that and they're getting a lot of interaction, maybe consider doing your own tweet on that. It's just a really great way to get some ideas if you're not sure what you should tweet about at all as an author. Okay, well thank you so much for joining me today for this video. Please do make sure that you check out the other videos in this series if you haven't already. The link will be showing up here in a little bit and is down in the description. As I say, there will be a book where I put absolutely everything that I've learned together, and hopefully that should be really useful to people. Please make sure that you like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't and you'd like to see more content like this. I am off to go and have a quick bit of lunch now, because bizarrely I have a climbing wall to go and pick up this afternoon, so I need to get going, but I will catch you in the next one.